Blink, yink. Welcome to the show because they're doing well because they're having a wonderful day on this 24th November 2024. Today we're gonna be playing some Tokyo Ghoul. Once again, slept through it and very late, but you know what? We're gonna have the time to play this, and I'm kind of reassured because I don't have to play Art Night because I don't Art Night. I suddenly have more time. We were able to make a record time yesterday, so what I'm gonna do is actually quite simple, quite simple. I'm gonna be killing it with the what I have to do, and then I start filming videos. Basically speaking, we're not behind schedule because I'm able to do a much better job at Tokyo Ghoul. But we're not in schedule, you know what I mean? Did that make sense? No? Okay, cool. Okay, we got 10. Let's check out what we got. We got him. Yukinori Shunori. Which I kind of needed. It's funny, we have the true version of him. Okay. So, characters, what I'm gonna do is start up, because why not? No. Like that they ask. I love you so. Quests. Claim all. So we got this. Combat get completed. My ranking is not great. Usually I'm able to get 16 or 17. Not great at all, but it's okay. Once again, we'll see what I can do. And if it works well, it works well. Yesterday we were not able to do it. Today we will be. I have enough for the A, but I don't have enough for SSS. Trust and believed it. Oh, I do. Nice. Now I have to upload. Even myself, I'm a very prolific content creator. Part 2 of the video we did yesterday on putting Okay, no I didn't. What about this, guys? Oh, sorry. That's what happened when you do two things at once, right? Yesterday. I lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. Can't believe we're actually meant to be here. Because it's historically speaking, the first street. Because I use it emulator, so it's a friend, if you know what I mean. And told me that using it was. Aha, we did do it. Okay, that's good. Can you do 6? 7, I guess. Okay, that's good. Bon, my police. Okay, what is that? We won, of course we won. Of course, of course, of course. Okay, we have this one. Because surprisingly, we don't have the captain first, but it's okay. You know why? Ah, super nice. Now the thing is, I don't know which one it is. Aha. Okay, I don't know why they're like this, but it's okay. There's nothing. Nice. Berries. BG énergie. Baie électrique. Okay, that's good. No, 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 no. Okay, I guess I can do that. Okay, that's good. Mon riz préféré, moi, ma recette préférée, mon petit cake. Okay, all I have to do is this. Now, combat, we're gonna do this. They're back at full price. Okay. I believe they're back at full price. Which is not great, but not bad. Not great, but not bad. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. And let's do this. No. We'll do this one. We kind of have to do this. Nice. One more. That's actually pretty good. Uh,
Oh fuck.
there's a lot of them. Okay, done. That's good.
Salut, c'est ton challenge. J'espère que tu vas bien. Je pense que tu vas passer une belle journée.
Now, pursuit. We didn't do it yesterday.
おとなしくくたばんな退屈食ってみろよおとなしくくたばんなおとなしくくたばんなおとなしくくたばんな食ってみろよ食ってみろよおとなしくくたばんなザ・エンド
I don't know why it doesn't work.
食ってみろよおとなしくくたばんな
Nice, it works. Stop with the fucking music, I'll get copyrighted.
楽しぎりで退屈おとなしくくたばんなこれ死んじゃうやつだ次はもっと強めでいい
Electric. La.
ワンワン
Salut, oui, c'est ton challenge. Je pense que là, il va me passer une belle fois. Salut. Salut, c'est ton challenge.
They fall. It's loud. Okay, so we're finally done. Now I can film some videos. Okay. So we were uploading because we just woke up. We woke up at like 5. At 6:30 I have to go film. But I realized that all my videos have been uploading. So now what I'm trying to do, 2 out of 5, that's amazing. Now what I'm trying to do is very, very simple.
ワンワン
This me is so good. Just that we have all the content.
安く話しかけ
That way I don't have to mass upload and it doesn't bother you guys and life is good. So, something like that, right? 2. Good.
匂い変わってるね次は僕のおとなしくくたばんなおとなしくくたばんな おとなしくくたばんな
Give me something, Tuka.
退屈退屈
Holy, that's perfect. I want to keep that attack, please.
ってみろよ
Nice. No, I don't know. It's just very satisfying to have.
グールだ
Nice. I don't know. It's just very satisfying to have it.
わきまえ ワンわきまえたわきまえた
まさか
ワン
お前だけ
はいはい
突っ走れ突っ走れ
わきまえ
まさか
たわきまえ
まさか
たワン
突っ走れ
わきまえたワン
逃がさんこんなところで終わるわけにはいかないんだ
I'm excited to make videos. It's been a while. It has been a while. And lastly, June.
匂い変わってるね次は僕に悲しくくたばんな
That's good.
ないな
おいおいおいおい
おとなしくくたばんな次僕のおとなしくくたばんな手応えないな匂い変わってるね捕まえたこれ死んじゃうやつだおいしい
Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. And I'm doing all for that, having a wonderful day on this 24th November 2024. It is 5:30 a.m. My neighbors be pissed, but it's okay because just like Sarah Marshall, we shall forget. Yes, we're reviewing one of my favorite movies ever. We're getting Sarah Marshall, trying to say with a little redneck accent, like a tiny win, for example. We're getting Sarah Marshall, one of my favorite movies, for a couple other reasons. Don't blink, it's your brain. You guys are doing well, by the way. I want to redo the intro because I like the intro so much. But I don't want to redo it because it's going to be oversaturated and like, yo, get a new intro. Well, it was working for the first 26,000 videos. Why it's not working now? I don't know. This is my first video today. Woke up at around 5. Been playing some Tokyo Ghoul. That way we can get it in before 6:30. At 6:30 I'm going to be able to go out to film some more videos, which is the plan, right? Yeah, so long story short, very long story, very short. A Hobbit height. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you should know. So it's kind of cool. That Marshall came into my life as the very late. How can I put this? You guys know that at 22 I wasn't working. I was very depressed, right? And one of the way to heal. I want to heal. I want to feel like I thought it was never real. My patient. No, I think I was at 20. I don't remember. I remember I was being home, and I remember I bought one of the DVDs. I told this story before. I wasn't working, so I had very little money. Possibly was at 20 because I was buying movie from Walmart. And there was a bin, right? And there was a bin with movies at $5 each. Now, ultimately speaking, I didn't really care about the movies because I was like, okay, well, you're broke, and you need some movies. So the first I chose were, of course, movies that I knew were popular, movies that I knew that people liked, movies that I knew that were successful. That way, I had a kind of like surefire thing going on. One of those movies ended up being Get Into the Greek. It wasn't that popular movie, but you know, there was the more popular movie I already had them, and I fell in love with Get Into the Greek. Was probably one of my favorite comedies. Get Into the Greek was such a amazing story of don't meet your hero, but what if you met your hero and he was in pain? Did you help him out, right? And to me, that was a really good movie, and I kind of worship that movie because it was this little gem that I knew, nobody knew, that not a lot of people knew, but I knew by heart. Furry wall, come bring me down. Furry wall, please stay around. Furry wall, furry wall, furry wall, bring me to sleep. If you don't know this song, you possibly know Infant Sorrow. Let me think about another song, The Clap. My Meat, and it's a really good album. I don't remember the lyrics because we're just waking up. But the attention to details. Get Into the Greek. Get Into the Greek was, and I know I'm talking about forgetting Sarah Marshall, forgetting Sarah Marshall, but I'm also talking about Get Into the Greek. And you know what? We'll do a two-part series where I tell you why I was forgetting Sarah Marshall was so important to me. This is gonna be the first part, which explains my love for Get Into the Greek. Now I know what you're saying, Ink. You're talking about a movie, but you're talking about another movie. Now, technically, that's not true. Technically, that is true, but technically, that's not true. See, Get Into the Greek, canonically speaking, is part of the same universe as Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Now, craziest thing, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is actually the prequel of Get Into the Greek, which is actually kind of nice. Get Into the Greek, it was this movie that wasn't supposed to succeed. It was this movie that wasn't supposed to. I mean, it was Jonah Hill, it was Russell Brand, amazing artists. It was basically the story about a dude that is working for a music company, and he really liked music, and he really enjoy like rock and roll. And he's working for a company, this company, right? And in the movie, there's PDD. So this age well, and there's this famous scene of Jonah Hill fucking up, and P. Diddy saying, don't fuck up again, I'm gonna be in your mind, I'm gonna fuck up your mind. And Jonah Hill is like, please wear a condom, which is funny because we know that the allegation that's going against P. Diddy right now, so this movie kind of aged like fine wine because there was some inkling in there, but it's kind of cool because people don't care about music, people just want to sell tickets. And we had the Jonah Hill who's like, yo, Aldo Snow, you can do a tour. He hasn't done tour in a while. So the problem with Aldo Snow is he's a singer, and it's kind of cool because he's a singer, and his album was shit. So that it kind of went into hiding. And then the movie is about Jonah Hill trying to get into the Greek, which is a Greek center. It's where Fusi wanted to do the 15th of July Convention Tour at 2018, which is possibly the most popular event they had. I mean, they could have had All the Snow, which again is Russell Brand. The cool part about this movie is actively, and this is defined by memories. I should watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again soon, and then I'm gonna make a video. But this is by memories, and this is not even about what the big entire Marshall. It's just a good intro in my mind. So. Jonah Hill's like, yo, this guy's a fucking mess. This guy's a fucking mess. Not get it. He's always high. He's always drunk. He's fucking self-destructing. And then you realize that Al Snow doesn't have a good person in his circle. He has people that want to that really wants to take advantage of him. And I don't know. I don't know. It's a sad story. Even his father doesn't really give a fuck about him, and you kind of realize that Aldous kind of knows this, and possibly that's why he's so sad. You know, kind of like, oh well, people are using me, so might as well be an asshole. They won't mind because they need me, right? He's also the funny thing about the movie is he's still in love with his ex called Jackie Q. Yeah, I know the movie by heart. And Jackie Q is the embodiment of what she did want to do. So her and Aldous, they were very, very popular. They were making really good music. But Jackie Q was able to say, you know what? Rock and roll doesn't sell anymore. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to please the masses. and I'm gonna make an album, which Aldous Snow really didn't do, even with African Child. So basically, African Child is that album that didn't work at all, right? And the reason why it didn't work was like, okay, well, Aldous Snow was like, you want me to change? You want me to make a different album? You want something new? I'll do something new. But people just didn't like it, right? Which is a bit of a sad thing because it really brought him out of his comfort zone, and which led to a down spiral, right? But it's such a good movie, such a good movie. And then he's still in love with Jackie Q, but Jackie Q, she changed, and it's a sad story because Aldous is acting like a spoiled brat, but you understand that nobody ever tried to raise him. And Jonah Hill's like, yo, I'm gonna help you out. And the nicest thing about Jonah Hill is, in this movie, at first he's trying to please somebody. There's this really cool story of Jonah Hill trying to please Aldous and say, yo, I'm your biggest fan. And then he realized that Aldous doesn't really give a fuck about him. And Aldous is using him the same way people use him. So then Jonah Hill's like, you know what, you're not gonna use me, fuck you. And he kind of move around, and he kind of start not necessarily being a dick to Aldous Snow, but in a way he's more so, I'm not your bitch, right? Which is beautiful. And the great thing is, Aldous is really an asshole in this one. So Jonah Hill has a girlfriend, right? And they have problem. And Aldous sees that, and instead of helping his friend, which is Jonah Hill, he sacrifices the relationship. He's not able to see other people enjoy themselves because he doesn't enjoy himself. But then Jonah, by doing that, by being an asshole to Aldous and not following his every step in order, actually becomes more of a friend to Aldous than anybody else that's around him. You hear that? Fucking, we have there's an infestation of mouse in the building, and I believe that was it. It's okay. I have traps around. I have a shit ton of traps. So the beautiful thing is the movie ends, right, with Aldous being a functioning member of society, Jonah Hill being his manager. But it's a really good movie. And why are we talking about this? Because this is one of the movies that I really liked, and it's not so much about the movie itself. It's again about the songs. You see, I told you guys about Jackie Q, right? And then what happened is Jackie Q actually makes an album. And why is it so cool? Well, the album that she does is a ring about my posy, so damn cozy, which she's talking about her asshole, which is also a lyric of the song. But they put in so much effort into the universe of it, right? And I was so in love with this movie. This is the very first movie, so I'm completely lying to you guys. This is the very first movie where I watched the commentary on. And I'm completely lying to you guys and saying that's because I liked it, but it was because I was bored and I didn't have any other movies, right? And I would really like this movie, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's watch it and just have fun. And this is where it led me. It led me to a complete understanding or a complete love for a good movie. Sadly speaking, I didn't even know about Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I didn't know that it had to do with it. But what I learned, I was kind of over movies. Not necessarily over movies, but when you spend a couple of years of watching the same movie, watching the commentary, yeah, right? And then I want to see something else. A series, for example, right? And ultimately speaking, Forgetting Sarah Marshall came in, and to my surprise, it is the following. So the end is Sarah Marshall. So what is Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Sarah Marshall is this amazing comedy. The reason why I'm saying sadly is because I watched 20 plus time Get Him to the Greek, and I watched possibly Forgetting Sarah Marshall 4 or 5 times. Not because it's not good, but because once again we watched 20 times Get Him to the Greek. So we haven't Get Him to the Greek. We have a analyst of they're in the plane ride, right? And they're hearing about Sarah Marshall and his new comedy, and Aldous knows like, yo, I fucked this girl. And you're like, okay, cool. Then you realize that the fucking of the girl in question happened in the the first movie. So Forgetting Sarah Marshall is what? Forgetting Sarah Marshall, once again, it's the unofficial. Why I'm saying unofficial is actually quite simple. there's int that is the same universe, but it doesn't have anything to do with it. But it's basically this amazing movie, and to a certain degree, I do believe that Getting to the Greek is a bit funnier. And I do believe conceptual wise, I feel like Forgetting Sarah Marshall is 10 times better. So Forgetting Sarah Marshall is about this girl, right? And she's really, really popular, and she's at the top of the world. And the sad part is she has this boyfriend called Jason Segel. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, but Jason Segel, he's in a position where everything that he does it for her, right? And yes, they're in a relationship, but it's always about her. So you see him being miserable. You see him wanting to write a play, but she's like, it's not a good play. It won't work. What are you doing? Right? And you kind of feel bad for Jason, and then you realize that she's cheating. She cheated on him. Well, you don't really know that she cheated, but she breaks up with him, and it is intended that there's another guy. The other guy. So of course you have, and that's the beautiful thing. We really thought of the movie. The whole movie isn't a why. So the reason the whole movie isn't a why is because Tristan Bell always thought about having this vacation spot. So they go, and basically she's there and he's there. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going on a trip to forget my ex, but she's there, which is again Forgetting Sarah Marshall. But why the movie is so good is because they thought about everything. They thought about, okay, well, guess what? This guy first thought is not going to a why. There's a lot of steps that are very unsuccessful, but there's a lot of steps nonetheless. So what is absolutely phenomenal is you're like, okay, how did he get to where he is? And they thought about this, right? So he goes to the trip, and then he's in a shitty position, and then Rachel, which is played by Mila Kunis, who in this movie, this is the movie that really made me love Mila Kunis. I used to have a crush on Mila Kunis. I think she's really gorgeous, but it's her portrayal of Rachel in this movie that really made me think she's actually sweet. So Mila Kunis, she see the way Sarah Marshall treats Jason Segel, and it's amazing because she feels bad for him, and that's the point of romance. And then they fall in love, and it's actually really cool. And the movie in itself, listen, plot-wise, it's amazing. Plot-wise, this guy came in and he's completely sure he's a mess, and everybody around the block, not around the block, but around the resort, they're kind of treating him like a poor guy is going through shit. Now, why is that important? It isn't really important, but it does picture the solidarity that they have for him. We have Rachel that's there for him. We have Judge Rudd, who plays this surf instructor, who's always high. And then you have also we have the guy who slipped him some alcohol in the morning because he knows that he's in pain. And the movie is, okay, well, the movie, why it's so good is because you think about the resort, right? And you think about, oh, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna have vacation. You don't think about the people working. So Jason, because they feel bad for him, he's kind of the part of the crew without being officially in the crew. And actually, it's so nice. But that's not even the nicest thing about Forgetting Sarah Marshall. The nicest thing is possibly Rachel, because once again, amazing character. And it's kind of like a shitty character, but amazing character. So why shitty? Well, she see how badly she treats Jason Segel, and she takes care of him, right? She's like, okay, you have a shitty ex. Okay, in a certain part we know why she had a shitty ex too, so she kind of relate to the pain that he's feeling. And then she see that the ex is a bitch to everyone. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna fuck her up, right? The great part about the movie is there's another couple, and the other couple, the first couple of times, I would say the first 3-4 times that you saw the movie, you don't really get why it is important, but it's absolutely important because they're going in the beginning of a relationship, which is kind of what's going on with Rachel and Segel, right? So basically, at the end of the movie, the most beautiful thing is Jason is working on a musical, and if you can go on YouTube right now and look at the rehearsal, kind of musical Dracula, and he's just a dude that's in love but cannot have a girlfriend because they all died and he's immortal. There's a curse, and it's a beautiful song. Jason Segel is super talented, but Forgetting Sarah Marshall is, all intended and purposes, about a dude that rebuilds himself. And Dracula is that. Dracula is, I want to love someone, but then no, I cannot love someone because they'll die in front of me. And it's about forgetting Sarah Marshall, but it's also about killing Sarah Marshall. Not killing in the proper sense of the term, but killing in the sense of you weren't good for me. You never were. It took me a while to realize it, but you're not good for me. And just like Jackal, I just want to love. And if I have to pass out or pass a shitty relationship to find a good relationship, that's what I do. That's what I'll do. Now, the best thing about the movie, the best thing about the movie is you kind of hate Sarah Marshall, because she's very selfish. She's with Aldo Snow because he's a rock star. There's not a clear sign that she cares about him. And then, it's kind of funny because she really is mean. She talks to Rachel in a elitist way. She talks to Jason like, "Oh, you followed me here," which he didn't. You're crazy stalker, move around. Then you realize that she's been fucking Aldous for a year, so they cheated for a year. So she's really this fucked up person. She is really a shitty person. And like I said, I watched the movie 5-7 times, and for the 5-7 time, the beauty in my mind, the beauty of Sarah Marshall. I feel bad saying this, but the beauty of Sarah Marshall was very simple. It wasn't about forgetting his ex-girlfriend. It was realizing, the character realizing that she's a shitty person, and she deserves the pain of being forgotten, right? And then you realize that her and Aldous doesn't work, and you feel good because Jason Segel's relationship works. Okay, well, fuck you. You weren't able to keep this relationship. You're gonna be able to keep this other relationship. But yesterday, as I was doing a review, because I was paying more attention, I forgot about this moment in the movie where she tells him why she didn't move on. She tells him why she didn't love anymore. She tells him why she cheated. And you kind of feel bad about it. Because you understand where she came from. You understand where she came from, and you understand that she did try to make the relationship more than what he was doing. It's a beautiful thing, because I think a lot of people, we do that. I think it's very humane to see a relationship and just trying to maintain it. Jason Segel, yes, was a better boyfriend, was a better partner, absolutely. But Jason Segel did a really big mistake. Instead of making sure that the relationship stay, it was just surviving the relationship. As of Sarah Connor actively tried to be like, okay, well, how can we work through it? How can we make this better? What's something that Jason didn't do? And ultimately speaking, Jason was the one that was the victim in the relationship, but it wasn't victimless. It wasn't victimless. It was just like, oh, I'm a shitty person. It's like, no. I tried to make it work and you just didn't realize it. And now the whole world's against me because I left you. But they don't see the reason why I left you. Once again, the relationship with Rachel, super cool. I'm gonna be honest. I think in the MVP in this movie is, again, Mila Kunis. You really believe that she cares about him. You really believe that she's in love with him. With Jason Segel, you realize that you kind of feel bad for Rachel because is she a rebound? And if she's not a rebound, then are they able to have this relationship? And the most beautiful part of the movie is eventually, spoiler alert, eventually Jason will cheat on Mila Kunis with Sarah Marshall. And he tells her, and she tells him, you shouldn't be with anybody. I understand that you're in pain, but you shouldn't be with anybody. You cannot be with anybody right now. And it's sad because we're not necessarily saying that this is a bad dude. We saw her that's gonna hurt other people, and she's right. And yeah, that's pretty much the movie. So, two fantastic movies. One's supposed to talk about Graham to the Greek, but yeah, that Marshall was also really good. You feel bad for Sarah. See, the thing that's going on is Jason Segel is such a cool character because you really understand him. You really realize, okay, this is why he's like that. This is why Homie is the way he is. It's because of he's just a dude's dude. He chills in his pajama. He watches series. He eats cereal. He's just a dude's dude. And Sarah, she feels like the world is around her, and she does treat him she does treat him as shit, because like in a red carpet, she's gonna make him wear his her handbag. She's not gonna give him the love that he deserves. But this is her livelihood. This is her job. Jason Segel basically writes music, which is also a fucking amazing thing. But it's their job. If she goes to the red carpet and she's colder with people, people are gonna be like, yo, what a bitch, right? So you kind of realize that she possibly not to blame here, and you feel bad because what do I do here? What do I do? Do I support the main character that I like, or do I support the character that's right? And they were both wrong. See, when Jason cheated on Mila Kunis with Sarah Marshall, you understand why he does it. You understand, and you kind of see that he was into it. At the same time, he was able to say, no, I don't want to do it. Does that make it better? You still cheated. And I don't know. But it's just a good movie, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. As you can see, we have 11 energy left. So I'm gonna do a story. We haven't done so in so freaking long. I got 38 minutes. 38 minutes is nothing. I've been trying so hard. Okay. The training Antiku. How is it? Oops, sorry. Again, let's say it's as good as yours, but that's not the case. Remember, could take some different flavor based on the effort put into it. It changes with experience, much like we do. Take your time. Yes, sir. I always loved the relationship with him, but a lot of people, they say that the old man was kind of babying Ken Kaneki, and because of that, Ken didn't have the growth that he should have had. They say that the beginning of Ken, so before the Jason arc, Ken is still this weak character. He's like a character that's trying to be human when he's a ghoul. And this is the beauty of Ken Kaneki. You can agree to disagree, but the beauty of Ken Kaneki is, okay, well, I'm gonna be human, and even though I'm a ghoul, my plan is to stay peaceful and live in a society where I don't have to kill or eat people. Then you realize, Ken doesn't realize that this is the way the world works. Is ambition are great, are noble, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's a huge shame because it doesn't push forward the idea of, okay, well, my situation is changing, I need to change a little bit. It's like, no, I'll stay the same. The only place, there's something important you should know. I think it was more than just a coffee shop. It's a garden place or sort for ghouls of the 20th ward, a safe place for them. Of course, we do get the occasional human customer too, just as you did once. Because yeah, what is really cool about Enteku is the very first chapters. I'm talking a lot because it's been a long time since we haven't had the we haven't had the story. So I got a lot to say, but it's actually really cool. It's, how can I say that? The first place we see is Antiku, and it's a perfect place because you're seeing ghoul, but you're also seeing human. And I don't know. It's just a good time. Of course, we look at you get the human, but I taught ghoul had to hide themselves from society. What do you serve human customer too? If we are to coexist within human society, we must learn to behave like human. They're in a way living textbook for us, which is something that speaks directly to Ken. And besides, I like them. Yeah, a lot of the ghoul characters like human, which is weird. Getting Sarah. Again, sorry, we're doing two things at once. Now, why don't you guys you give this a try? Forgetting Sarah. You're right there. The bread is so bland, and it lacks. I took a bite out of the dry sponge, and the cheese, it smells rancid and it tastes awful, like clay. Bleh. Hey, well, you have a way with word, I'll give you that. The key is to swallow it whole, then pretend to chew 10 times or so. They're teaching him to be like a you. Ugh, this is so good. Making chewing sound as you do help make it more convincing. Then you make sure to throw it up before your body starts digesting it. That will only cause you harm. Imagine having to do this just to fit in. If you practice enough, you'll soon be able to eat with your friend again, which is the main goal here, the absolute main goal. I'll do my best. And I have a small gift for you. Sorry. We're also uploading sugar cubes. So the sugar cubes, we never know what they're made of. Different composition, but they can dissolve in your coffee to lessen your hunger. Pains, they mean. So are they made of, sir? So I think it's later revealed that it's not meat, but it's bones. I think it's probably better that you don't know. Human bones. Thanks, these will help a lot. Right, Kaneki, I hate to ask this of you, but you mind saying a little later today? No, that's fine. With me. It was always Suka's job before, but she has an exam. Basically, she's been busy preparing for her exam, so I'd like for you to go food shopping in her place. Food shopping? But I can kill people, I just can't. That's what you think. This is where you introduce Yomo. Here Tenteku will help procure food for those unable to hunt. I'm sure you understand why that's necessary. Alright, but if we're not killing anyone then... You can go and see Yomo. Ask him any question you may have. Nice. There you go. So with this, we're gonna end the stream. I have a lot to do, but you know what? It's all good. Let's try to get these. Maybe I can possibly get a it's so weird. You can do it so fast, but at the same time, it does feel like we're missing out. Character. Good. Tier 5. Promote. Exclusive. Equipped. Archicel. Whoa. Yamao. Bond. His little brother. I'm missing a couple of characters, huh? Good. Good. Another bond? I thought we did it all. I understand. Okay, I see what we did here. I see what we did here. Okay, I see what we did here. See, now 1 in 5 in 3 days. They're slowing down. Event. Quest. We'll see what we can get. Good.